In a small town near San Francisco, there was a young man named Daniel. From an early age, Daniel loved painting. Unlike other children who treated drawing as mere play, Daniel spent hours each day experimenting with colors, light, and delicate strokes. At 18, just after graduating high school, Daniel painted a breathtaking landscape of a sunset by the sea. That painting unexpectedly ended up displayed at a small-town exhibition. Everyone who came was amazed. People praised him as a rare talent. Soon after, Daniel sold the painting for $1,000, a large sum for a teenager fresh out of school. News spread quickly. The local newspaper wrote about him. His teachers were proud. His parents were moved to tears. The whole town celebrated Daniel as a successful young artist. But what was interesting was that, while everyone was busy praising him, Daniel quietly stood before an empty canvas and thought, "What should I paint next?" For months, Daniel didn't paint again. He was surrounded by constant reminders, paint more. Create something even better. Some even advised, just keep painting the sea, paint sunsets because that's what people like. But Daniel felt suffocated. One evening he sought out his former art teacher, Mr. Henry. Daniel confessed, "Teacher, I feel stuck. I'm afraid that my first painting was my best, and if I keep painting, I'll never reach that level again." Mr. Henry smiled. "Daniel, have you ever heard this saying? If you do something pretty good, don't just stop there. Do something else wonderful. Don't dwell on one small success. Think about what's next." That advice woke Daniel up. He realized he had been chaining himself to past glory. He decided to try something new. Daniel began painting portraits, something he had never attempted before. His hand trembled, his brushstrokes wavered, but he persisted. His first portrait drew little admiration. But Daniel didn't give up. He kept going, experimenting with light, bold color combinations, and learning from classical art books. 2 years later, Daniel had built a unique collection of portraits and was invited to exhibit in a big city. Critics remarked, "He doesn't just replicate scenery, he captures the soul of people." From a single landscape painting, Daniel had opened a new journey. But he didn't stop there. After his successful portrait exhibition, instead of riding his fame to keep selling paintings, he shifted to sculpture. Many protested, "Why leave a field you've succeeded in? Are you out of your mind?" But Daniel believed art was not a cage. He wanted to figure out what's next. 10 years later, Daniel had become a versatile artist, painter, sculptor, and teacher for underprivileged children. He never let himself rest on early victories. He turned every success into a springboard for the next journey. Once, during a talk with art students, someone asked, "What helped you avoid getting stuck in your first success?" Daniel smiled and answered, "The first painting I sold taught me a lesson. Success isn't meant to be clung to, it's meant to move you forward. When you do something good, don't keep looking back. Ask yourself, what's the next wonderful thing?" The room fell silent, then erupted in applause. Daniel's story became a living testament to the philosophy, "I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful, not dwell on it for too long. Just figure out what's next." Success is like a staircase. If you stop at one step, you'll remain there forever. But if you treat it as a platform, you'll climb higher, go further, and discover more than you ever imagined. Daniel understood that art, like life, is not a painting hanging still on a wall, but a continuous flow. And the most beautiful part of that journey is always seeking what's next.